We welcome you to the John A. Bagoli Memorial Gymnasium on the campus of Gardiner Area High School as Munson Media Sports brings you high school basketball. It's the AB Semifinals in the girls bracket here from Gardiner Area High School. Hello, Betty. I'm Rob Munson. I'm joined here by Gary Verhul, Chris Wheeler running our production. Evan Grady is on our game cam tonight, and Dick Layton, as usual, along for stats. Gary, a little history between these two teams. They played here pretty recently ago here at Gardiner High School. The Tigers had off to one of their best starts in a game that we've seen here in any number of years. Got off to a big lead, but Maranacook came back. Probably going to be a different battle tonight.
Yeah, Rob, that matchup was about a month ago right here, and it was 55-36 Gardiner. The Tigers got out to a really quick start in that game, leading 22-2 at the end of the first quarter. So the Bears fell behind in that first quarter, were never able to catch up. Tried, stayed with it, but just couldn't do it. So the final on that was 55-36. And I'll tell you, I look for a much, much, much closer game here tonight because they're back for revenge, and Coach Magnuson have got these girls ready for the Tigers. They've won 9 of their last 11 games, so that should tell you something. They're led by Gabriel Green and Anna Drillin. They had a big win over the Skowhegan Riverhawks the other night. That's going to be difficult in the years to come, Riverhawks. And so the only drawback here that you might see is the team depth. I'm not sure really if Maranacook, they go 8-9 deep, if they can go with the depth that the Tigers have and stay with them if nobody gets in foul trouble. And speaking of foul trouble, as we look out there, we've got 3 referees here tonight, Rob.
Yeah, and that's the first time all season we've seen that. So we'll talk a little bit about that when we come back. But Gary got a chance to talk to head coach Mike Gray. Sat down before. I want to thank Mike for coming on before they took the floor for a warm-up. So why don't we take a look at the interview that we did with Coach, and he talks about the season, talks about tonight's game.
Good evening. I'm here with Coach Mike Gray before the semifinal action game with the Maranacook Bears, and we haven't had a chance to talk too much this season with the COVID situation, but things have really gone really well since those first 2 games of the season, Coach.
Yeah, I'm obviously thrilled that we're just playing and that we managed to get a full season in, and that we have a chance to have something to play for, a tournament at the end. But we've talked about this. That the thing that I'm just most impressed with is the progress these kids have made every single day, every single game out. Like you said, we started with a couple losses. They didn't look at that as a negative. We used that to push ourselves even more. These kids have just used every opportunity they have this winter to keep getting better and keep working and pushing each other every single day. And I think, this has been just a huge opportunity for these girls, just for some growth on a day-to-day basis.
Yeah, Coach, this is your 17th year here, boy. And Rob and I have both watched those 17 seasons, and it seems like it's gone really fast. But looking at this team, maybe I'm just getting old, but I seem to look at this team as one of the better teams you've had.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I think that group we had last year was a really special group. This year has just been great, with the way they've fought through everything, and the way we keep getting closer and closer, I think, to the way I really want to be playing. We're big, but we're also fast, and it makes us a tough matchup for a lot of teams. A lot of teams can match up with big, or they can match up with fast, but when you have to do both, it creates some issues, and I really like that about our group. And we have some kids, that are really versatile. We got Cassidy can kind of play inside and out, and some of our guards play a lot bigger than they are. And, just having kids that can be weapons a couple of different ways, I think makes us a pretty strong group.
Yeah, I think you've done a great job being so versatile with the group that you have. Over the years, you've gone one way with this group, one way with the other. This year, kind of a different format. One that I really love is that up and down, fast transaction basketball. Get the ball off the board and up the court. And you guys do it as well as anybody we've seen this year. And I'm also very impressed with that zone defense. And I've always said that if you've got the best zone defense, then you don't have to throw yourself in a man-to-man situation.
Yeah, and as long as teams aren't making shots, the zone defense looks pretty good. When they start knocking down those outside ones, you got to revisit what we're doing. I think our personnel really, kind of dictates our ability to play that zone. We're big. We have Cassidy and Lizzie in the back row, or Taylor in the back row, and then we have just a group of really not just our starting guards, but all of our guards. Everyone we're bringing in, is really quick, and it helps when we have, when we know we're going to get most of those defensive rebounds. You can cheat a little bit. You can send a kid early to run the floor, right. And it's been before Lizzie. It's been a long time since we had a kid where we knew we were going to get the defensive rebound, and probably since when Kelly Maycumber was playing for me, we knew she was going to get most of the rebounds. And what we did with her at the time and what we do with Lizzie now is like that first instinct has to be to look, and if it's look up and look for that long pass, and if it's not there, great, we'll run the offense, we'll take our chances. But if we can run and get a few easy baskets and make teams play our pace, I think that goes a long way in making teams uncomfortable and getting the game the way we want to be playing it.
Yeah, the other thing that I've seen is you've got smart girls out there on the floor. They know what they do. They're one step ahead almost every time they come down the floor. I've noticed that this year also.
Yeah,
and like you say, Lizzie gets that ball off the rim. She knows where it's going and who it's going to.
Yeah, and I mean, a lot of that, especially this group of sophomores, they've played a ton of basketball, and the coaches they've had along the way have done a great job in making sure they're doing things right and making sure they understand, the basketball IQ on this group, like the basketball smarts, it's really good with this group.
Yeah.
And, I think the other piece is you mix in our one senior with that group, and Cassidy is, she's just the crafty veteran of the group. She knows, her leadership, and she's going to get those rebounds, and she knows where the ball is going to go. She does just a great job of kind of dictating everything that's got to happen for that group.
Yeah, when you speak of leadership, boy, we've seen Cassidy for 4 years now, and it doesn't get much better than Cassidy. She had to sit out for a year, but she was still here every night, and what she has done with this group of girls and the way they look up to her is really something that she should be very proud of, and you should be very proud.
I can't agree more. It's tough. She's had the adversity in previous seasons, and she just fought through it. And she, like you said, showed up every day. And again, when you're looking at one senior and a group of, a couple juniors and a bunch of sophomores, she's been as good a leader as I can ever remember having. And you'll see her in the game. She'll pull kids in and just say, hey, be pointing things out in a really positive way. And I couldn't be more proud of the effort she put in to help get this group where we are.
Well, Coach, you've certainly had a tough year with the COVID. You've done wonders with this group where they've come along to lose your first two and then run this streak off to where hopefully a big win tonight will put you in the finals tomorrow night.
Right.
And you'll sit back and have a really nice summer. You'll be itching to get out there next fall.
Exactly. I'm thank you very much, and I'm thrilled with this group, and I just hope we get to keep going a couple more days.
Well, we want to thank you for taking the time with us here on Munson Media.
Right.
We wish you the best of luck tonight against the Maranacook Bears, and hopefully you'll bring us back up here on Friday night.
Hope so. Won't be easy, but
Good
we
luck,
hope
Coach.
so. Thank you.
Don't feel like cooking dinner? Call Caps's Pizza in Farmingdale. You can make the whole family happy with our award-winning pizza, sandwiches made on fresh baked bread, delicious nachos, or salads made to order. And don't forget the whoopie pies. We pride ourselves on fast, friendly service and an overall experience that's better than you might expect from a pizza place. So order Caps's tonight. Pick it up, have it delivered, or enjoy our dining room. Give us a call at 582-0522 or enjoy the convenience of online ordering at capsuspizza.com.
Rob Munson, Gary Verhill back. Thanks, Coach Mike Gray. Gary, the Gardiner Tigers, as you said, been on a run. Lost those first two games this season. They're ripped off 11 straight wins here. They're peaking at the right time, according to Coach Mike Gray.
Yeah, you're right, Rob. And The main thing is their defense that they've accustomed to here this year, which is not a usual Tiger team with Coach Gray. As he mentioned in the interview, he's dropped into this zone defense, and with the personalities that he's got playing in there, it's turned into be a big advantage for them this year. As we've seen, you'll see them get that quick rebound out, kick it out to the side, and get the ball up the court. The quick transition that they have this year has scored a ton of points. But you know tonight that Coach Magnuson is going to be watching that, and those points are going to be held down. What the Tigers got to do on defense tonight is to stop the three-point shooting from the Maranacook Bears, because you know they're going to be throwing them up from outside the three-point line. And the big question is the Tigers going to start out with that full-court press, or are they going to drop back into that zone? I got an idea they might start out pressing full court just to see and feel out the Maranacook Bears here tonight. This should really be a really close matchup. I'm predicting either way, one team or the other within 10 points here tonight.
And the winner gets the Lawrence Bulldogs. Of course, if the Tigers win, it'll be here. If Maranacook wins, Maranacook is the out of the 4-5 bracket. They're going to head up to Lawrence for that game. So one of the factors, I don't know if it's a factor, it's a change tonight, Gary, and we alluded to it very early. We're taking a look at a 3-man officiating crew here. Every crew we've seen so far has been a 2-person crew. Yeah. So, what does that mean for how the game is called? As a former coach, Gary, what's that going to mean?
Well, I'm not really sure that I am for this right here. You get back into the next to the last game. We didn't see three refs the other night, and I guess as a coach, you got to go out there and play ball and play good ball. It's going to depend on how close they're calling things underneath. And, Tigers can't afford to get in trouble underneath right off the bat. So it's going to be interesting, the role that these three referees play versus the two all season.
I'm not sure if Coach Gray was aware. He must have been, and I'm sure he's probably talked to the girls about it a little bit there. You see Coach going through his pregame conference with the ladies. And as you know, if you've been following us all season long, there's been a coin flip to determine who's got it. I didn't see who won that coin flip, but we'll know shortly, and we'll get set, ready to go. It's too bad for the Tigers because they would win almost every single opening toss, wouldn't they? With Groover in the middle, Gary, they'd get every first possession. So this has kind of worked against them here a little bit. So it's going to be Maranacook, and they'll get set to go. Would it be Kate Mahler? She'll get it in, and we'll get set to go here. Maranacook first possession comes back to Mola, back outside now, held there.
Now you see that tough zone that the Tigers play right there.
Maranacook runs the baseline. Now they'll kick it back out. Being very patient. They finally get the open shot. Up it goes. No. I've had to run camera. Evan Grady will be here shortly. He had to work a little overtime tonight, so I'm doing camera and play-by-play, and so that'll be a task. Johnson for the Tigers kicks it back outside. Gallagher goes. She's going to stop, going to pop, going to bang it home.
Yeah, the Bears are a man-to-man there, and they're going to have to stay with Gardiner's quickness out front.
And that could be a problem. Coming down on the fly was Smith. She got it knocked away from her. So Tigers, the Gallagher pop.
And that's what the Tigers have got to do here, especially in the first quarter, is not to pass up good shots like that. And that was a good job by Megan.
Back to the inbound. Groover got a piece of it. Comes back outside. Maranacook's going to launch from out there. And Groover in another bound. Here comes the release. Down the floor it comes. And chased down. Not going to be a scoring opportunity yet. Little bump. They'll let it go.
And there's
Johnson outside. Won't go. And he hit up. And Drillen gets it ahead. Come the Bears on a break. They go through. We'll get a foul. So hard on the take was Ella Smith. She'll go to the free throw line here for the Black Bears.
That's going to be on Megan Gallagher right there.
So, Chris, if we're doing replays tonight, Gary will have to take the replay where I'm running the camera. First one's good for Smith.
And as you can see there right now, Megan Gallagher trying to stop her there, not capable of doing it.
Ball's loose. Tigers going to hunt it down. Comes Megan with it. Hold the timeline. Bears not pressing the Tigers here. They're a hard team to press because those three guards move so well.
Yeah, I don't know if it'd be to their advantage to try to full court pressure on these guards.
Cassie Collins put up the second opportunity, didn't get it. You saw them triple team Gruber inside. They just don't want to make it easy for Gruber. That's a long one outside, rummed out. That was Dyer with it. Coach Gray calls the Tiger play. Comes out high, now Gruber's high. Waiting for the cut, it comes inside, back outside. Three launched, rings out, won't go.
Yeah. 4 black shirts there underneath.
Drilling with the take, she puts it up left-handed and she draws a foul. And Maranacook is anxious to take it hard to the hole, Gary.
Yeah, they're going for the basket. They're not. They're here to play 100%, and they're going to take it to the basket. You can see them. They're driving, and that was a nice dribble drive in there. And they're also taking their three-point shots. They're not going to let anything go tonight.
So
you can see that. Shoots up, and that's just that got swatted by. That went against Kristen, I think. Cassidy, I'm saying. Sorry.
Okay.
Both teams trying to settle in here. You can see they're a little nervous here in the opening minutes here.
Yeah, you got to think it's a big game. Gallagher got it back outside. Going away, so Maranacook happy with the way things are rolling so far for them. They want a low-scoring game, Gary. You got to figure here comes some Tiger pressure. Tigers looking to trap here in the backcourt if they can.
And that's a good job so far by Maranacook getting that ball up court.
Yeah, Smith got it over to Dyer, and they broke it. Drilling, loops it inside. Here it comes inside the entry to Green for 2.
Gabby Green, the senior.
Green, a good player. Tigers left side now. Brown holds. Comes over to Gruber. Kick back out to Gruber. Gruber back inside. Little contact, let it go. Little bump it looked like.
I thought she got away with that.
Drilling. Gets trapped. Now it goes right side where it's held. Looped inside. They want to go to Green. That's a good step over defense that time by Collins. Into Drilling. Drilling goes, gets it knocked away by Collins.
Nice job by Cassidy. Collins on that block right there to save the basket.
Here's the Gabby Green put up and down, and you can see that the Black Bears, as we knew they would go to school in this. Coach Magnuson, a terrific coach, has got this thing X and O'd out today the way she wants it. Comes in high now. This is Ballard. Right side held there. Smith going to take it back outside. Almost got defended, knocked away there that time by Brown. Tigers looking to trap if they can. Maranacook trying to stay out of that. Gabby Green with it. Now Green's going to go. Rolls down, but they couldn't get it to her. Smith, patient here. Drilling comes. Stops, pops, puts it up, won't go. Tigers look to fly. Here they come. Johnson with it. Johnson gets attacked. She's got to get it back outside to Brown. Savannah to Gallagher. Gallagher holds. Having a hard time. They are really denying Gruber inside.
Yeah,
it's
Maddie
a battle royale.
Ballard is all over her inside. You got 3 of...
Popped outside. Won't go. Rebounds to the Black Bears. That one's going to get thrown. Can Ballard race it down? She doesn't. Coach Gray's trying to get some of this pre-activity that's going on Gruber. He's trying to get that called. See that nice swat away that time by Collins. Back outside. Black Bears doing a good job of denying Gruber inside. They've got 2 on her at all times. Tigers are going to take the outside shot. And if they do that, that'll be money in the bank and knocked down from Megan Gallagher. There's there's the way to break down that inside double team.
That's
right
right,
there, Gary.
exactly. And they can't afford to give up those shots out there like Megan just did right there.
Well, you can't have it both ways. So Tigers will need to go. That's a great take, but Collins is going to rip forward away. Gabby Green. Gabby's had a good start to this one here. All alone. Comes inside the groove. She's going to spin inside. She got blocked and knocked down. Comes ahead. And up and down for Gabby Green. 5-5. Good one going here. Comes into Groover. Ballard on her. Groover spins, puts it up there. They'll call a foul.
It's a good job by Lizzie.
So Lizzie just needs to stay cool, calm, collected. You're going to see it come inside here and then back outside to Gallagher. She's going to launch a downrange ballistic missile for 3. That was a downtown one. So what the Tigers need to do is they need to determine which one of their outside shooters has got the hot hand. Right now, it's Megan Gallagher. She's hit a couple, I think. Evan Grady doing our game camera here. Evan got called for overtime tonight. So we scrambled at the bit, but we got it done. That's our motto here at Muncie Media. We'll get it done. Anna drilling with it. 7-5. This is how we thought this would go, Gary.
Yeah,
this
most
is no
definitely.
surprise. If somebody gets the outside hot shots going, it's really going to pay off. And that time, Ella Smith hit one, the junior.
And this team had 6 threes the other night up to Scout Higgins, so you can't let them set out there.
Takatsu in the game. She puts it up. Going to ring up. Groover somehow got it up from that angle and got fouled. And take a look at the rebound right here. This is a pop by Smith to the outside. Well beyond that three-point arc.
Yeah, nice. There's nobody on her, so.
We got ourselves a good old-fashioned barn burner going here, Gary, which is kind of what we thought we'd have here, right?
Right. This is going to go down to right down to the wire.
So I want to let folks know our clock is not official. It's not tied into the system like we're able to do at Halldale. So if Chris is doing replays, sometimes it won't catch up. So cut us a little slack on the clock here, folks. Won't go. Natalie Witten with it now in the game. Goes left side, held. Mola. Black Bears playing a very well-disciplined half-court game here. Comes back outside. Anna Drillin resets it. 2 picks up high. They'll go to the corner with it. Good closeout by the Tigers, and rebound is Takatsu. Brown's ahead, and we're going to get a
There's a
turnover.
Situation there where I doubt if there was 3 referees that she'd been called on.
Yeah, you're right there.
These 2 guys were heading up court, so.
149. You see the score, 8-7. Black Bears got a good first quarter going here. Left side. Against that Tiger zone working the perimeter.
Yeah, there.
Into the corner goes to Green. Green's going to kick it back out for the 3. Plopped out there and rings in and out. Takatsu's got the rebound. I'm sorry, this is Kylie got the rebound on that one. Nichols going to shoot a 3. She's good at 3.
Oh.
Yes, she is.
And that's her shot.
How many times have we seen Kylie come in? Her first shot's a 3, and it's all net.
She's so calm when she sets up out there, too.
Green holds inside. Gabby got it knocked away. Take a look at the replay here. Look at that one. Well outside for Nichols.
She has such a beautiful shot.
And she's confidence with a capital C when she comes in. A lot of kids come in, they're a little tentative or whatever. Not kindly. She says, give me that rock. I'm heaving. Good one here. This is a great game. Outside. Dance around. We got a foul.
Ooh.
Says the coaching staff of Maranacook. But they have let them play all night. So that's been the go-to. Gallagher weaving through traffic, trying to get it back outside. Gets it to Nichols. Takatsu. Thrown right into the hands of Grace Dyer. Dyer got it knocked away. Stays Black Bear basketball.
It's been a quick first quarter here.
It surely has. 45.3 seconds left. We've been up and down. Been a good one. Just like we thought a semifinal should be. We're glad you're with us on Muncie Media. Kick back outside, holding for one. Kate Mahler going to hold out there with 36 seconds left. They spread the floor. It's a well-coached, well-disciplined Black Bear team, a different one than we saw in here. Going to come back out high here to Dyer. She's going to launch a three on net. She banged one home. Well-executed half-court offense there by the Black Bears. They go up by one. Gallagher kicks it back outside to Katsu. Got Lavoie in the corner. Lavoie got it blocked. Try to get it ahead to Green, and we'll get a foul. Probably a good foul, as it turns out, with 6 seconds left, because Green was about ready to run away from the crowd, Gary.
That's right.
Seen the pop outside by Dyer. She's all net. Been some great shooting in this one.
Well, we knew there would be.
So Groove will come out. They've done a good job of corralling her.
The Tigers need to stop right here. And
they're going to launch a long three. Won't go. Rebounds pulled down, and that will do it. But Coach Magnuson out on the floor to greet her teams, and Coach Gray in the huddle with his. We'll take a break. We'll come back. We told you it'd be good. It is. Stay with us. We're back.
The culture in PNG is very different. It's very special. Everyone is very collaborative. Everyone is very honest, and they want to help you succeed.
I work with a good group of people. A lot of experienced people have been here for many years. Some people that I work with have been here for 30 plus years. You have the tools to learn, the necessity to drive you forward, which are great.
I'm getting my needs met career-wise. So I'm getting the leadership experience. I'm getting the coaching that I need to move on and move up.
The greatest aspects of benefits we get here. You know, we get health insurance, life insurance, disability insurance, and it's all keys in. That's worth something to me. Along with the pay, I know I'm going to have a paycheck at the end of the week.
Let's go down Dick Layton. Take a look at that first quarter stats, Dick.
Okay, Gabby Green has 5 for Maranacook, and Megan Gallagher with 3 and a 2 for Gardiner.
Thank you, Dick. Dick will have the full stats at halftime and postgame. Johnson, inside it goes. Lavoie, nice move underneath by Piper, huh?
Yeah.
She's got more confidence in her offense these last couple of games.
Yeah, Lizzie is taking a break on the sideline right there, so they've put
Collins got knocked
Cassidy
down.
back in.
They're not going to call it travel. Yeah. she wouldn't have traveled if she didn't get knocked down.
Two officials look at each other, and I guess.
Yeah. Well, they just want to make sure they get it right. I'm sure for the officials this is different now with a, 3-person crew out there. It's probably haven't worked a lot of them so far. A little pressure here. We'll see if it's token or real. Tigers usually do a pretty good job against pressure, so they'll get it in underneath the Collins, back outside to Lavoie. Lavoie just had a nice pass with her first points. Nichols, a little give and go inside to Piper. She gets it, dances it inside. Collins has got it, spins up, won't go. She's got the rebound and gets fouled.
Yeah,
so
that was a good job by Cassidy, spinning and following that second shot up there.
1 point lead for the Tigers. 12-11. Yeah, like I said, cut us some slack on the scoreboard as we have to do it manually, not tied in like at Halldale. We get spoiled at Halldale. That setup there is beautiful, and it's not 112 degrees like it is up here in the little gym. But we're glad to be with you. It's out. It's loose. It's tied up.
That's going to go to Maranacook.
Yeah, Maranacook on the possession. 13-11, 2-point lead. If you're just joining us, just underway here in the second. This is the way it's gone. Nip and tuck. Left side held out there now. Dyer, she's got a long 3 in her pocket already. Drillin's going to shoot one up, and that's pulled down here by the Tigers, and here they come, and the Black Bears hustle back. There's been no easy points in this game, Gary.
No, not at all, and
Johnson flies through, gets a rebound, puts
follow.
it up.
That's a good effort right there by McKenna Johnson.
Well, we've had a lot of folks that we're really pleased to thank for their donations here, Chris. Why don't we run the first donations right now and thank some people. We've had some new ones in today, and Billy and Sarah Hasty came in today. They walked over the house and made a donation to Munzing Media. We thank all the fine people here. Bernard is a birthday guy. You're going to see the replay here. Now watch this one, Gary. This is really kind of a funny play. Johnson goes in.
The ball gets slapped, but she still follows. That's what I like. She didn't give up on the play. And that's what's so good that's what I like about the Tigers' offense is you see a lot of girls, even if they miss that first shot, they stay right in there battling. And it doesn't matter who it is. It's one of the three guards or either two big people underneath.
Yeah, so we thank everybody for their donations. It's allowing us to do volleyball, which we'll have tomorrow. Emily Grady and Lizzie Groover are doing double duty. They're playing basketball, and they're also playing. Yeah, we can let that run, Chris, during the game. And they're also playing volleyball, so busy time for these young ladies. Thought about it outside to Dyer. She's got one from out there, but didn't get it. That's a swoop move inside. And nice take by Gabby Green, but that one didn't go.
The Tigers coming out a little more on defense on there now to try to close that three-point shot up there on that last set of that.
Nichols going to hold, going to get Takatsu. Tigers being patient here now in the half court. Collins is out high. There's your three-point shooter right there.
Yeah.
That was well done by the Tigers, all to get Miss McKenna Johnson that shot. And that was well disciplined. They went several times through. Ball's loose. Who's got it? Johnson's going to win that battle. She's like a meteor.
Oh, that's great hustle on her part right there.
But what a play. And you knew a loose ball that McKenna's going to win that because she flies. She flat out can fly.
Yeah.
Nice play there. So 3 in a row here for McKenna Johnson. Now she'll come get the ball, Gary, and say, okay.
The difference in this Tiger team this year and years past sometimes, these girls give 120% out there on the court, especially these small guards.
We'll update the score here. We're getting a replay, so let's get the replay, and then we'll update the score. That's what we got to do. Watch McKenna win right here.
Yep.
Wins the foot race. Here she comes.
And you see Piper Lavoie following. You know, that's great effort right there. Piper Lavoie coming down on the right side in case there is a miss. She's right there. Now, that's good effort by teammates right there.
Drilling. Tigers with a good little spurt, and you want to credit the sophomore, McKenna Johnson. Gruber in the game. Knocked that back away.
I thought she was playing volleyball here with that.
Yeah, she got set. That was a crafty little pass underneath by Natalie Witten. Smith. Here's a take by Green. Pops it. Glass. No. Gruber's got it. She's got it ahead. Tiger's going to track it down. It's Gallagher back outside to stop the pop and the switch.
Pretty.
Oh, that's big girl. That's the big girl basketball right there. That is next level. That almost brought the old guys right out of their seats. Of course, we got chains and all these kinds of stuff up there. You'd hear us if we got all tangled up. Now watch it.
Yeah, watch her come to a stop. Beautiful right outside. And look at the arc on the ball. She just kind of lays that up there and swish.
Catch and release on the fly.
Yeah.
That's next level. 23-11 now. Tigers have run away here a little bit there. We'll get our scoreboard updated. Remember, when Chris is busy doing the replays, the clock takes a back seat. So we'll get that updated for you. 4:38 left, and Coach Magnuson says, ooh, okay, well, whatever we were doing before, let's get back to it again.
Well, that was a quick lead they jumped out to here. I didn't realize that they'd gone up by 12 points.
Here's a Johnson pop. They ran that ball around the perimeter with great discipline, all to set up Johnson. She got a little more distance each time. The defender got a little away from her every single rotation of the ball. Coach Morong talks about that a lot, Gary, when he's doing the Halldale games with us, about multiple rotations of the ball. Tipped away by Collins in the hands of Johnson. Here comes McKenna. McKenna outside. Gallagher's got a couple from there. She got another one.
She's got another one.
Well, we'll go down to Dick at the half here, and we'll find out the Tigers' second quarter have kept Sir Richard of Layton pretty busy down there. Back outside, Gabby Green's going to pop, try to put a little thing between, and there's the release. And Gallagher does a good thing, brings it out, pops it up, won't go, rebounds, blocked out. Nice job down inside there by Natalie Witten to get the ball. Throws it ahead, tried to get Drillin. Drillin didn't see it, but the athlete she is, she's able to recover and make the play. Popped outside by Witten, won't go, and
didn't follow.
Ball comes ahead now. The Tigers, Savannah Brown, savvy inside to Lizzie. Back outside, right through the wickets. Take a look at the replay here, Gary.
Yeah, who's that? That Gallagher?
So this is a pop outside.
Yeah, beautiful.
By Gallagher.
Yeah, she has such a great shot. That's her spot, too, right there. There or the corner.
Well, we talked about her core strength there, and all these kids got the core strength. You don't shoot those long threes unless you have core strength. You got to get your legs into long shots. It's like when I used to coach the quarterbacks in football. I'd say, what's the most important part of throwing a pass? And they'd go, my arm, my this. No, your legs. The hip rotation. Tigers playing a little more active defense, too. Drilling outside, won't go,
boy.
And check out. Gallagher's got it, doing a little fancy dribble, and she got blocked down inside there as she couldn't get up. They let it go for a little bit, which was good.
Yeah.
They wanted to see if they could disentangle without anything happening that would be a disqualifier for one of the players. And there was harm, so there was a foul. Johnson, she shifts back over Lizzie.
Beautiful pass.
Lizzie spins inside. Yeah, stop that one. Yeah. That's a tough one. So Tigers in the second quarter have they put the, as we used to say back in the old gas days, they've gone to the high test.
Yeah, they've
the high test.
You know, and the beautiful thing is the big girls right now don't have any. Nobody's in foul trouble.
No, this has been a well-officiated
game. What Coach Gray
is
doing is he's alternating his big three in there, so they're all getting a break, and you know nobody's in foul trouble, whether it be Taylor or Cassidy or Lizzie.
Here comes Dyer. Ball got on a foot, I think, so it's going to go over to the Black Bears. 2:31 left. The AB boys game will be tomorrow night at Maranacook. Maranacook will be a favorite in that, as they've had a fantastic season. Cash McClure has been money all season. That's popped outside. Well rotated that time. Kate Muller with the popping good. We got asked to do that game, Gary. Unfortunately, we're already committed here to the volleyball game that we're doing here tomorrow, and we don't have crew to set up too. That was telegraphed, and Western Union calling.
I saw that
jumping
one.
in there was Dyer. Almost got the steal. 2:10 left here.
You know, that's what the Tigers don't want to do, is get a little bit relax on their passing and so forth to cause any turnovers and let Maranacook get back in the game.
Ella Smith, for sure Maranacook's got a run on him. We'll see right side here where it's held by Dyer. She got it inside here. Gabby Green, and Gabby's money too. Gabby's a terrific player. That's knocked out of bounds.
Yeah, Gabby, one of the seniors on the Bear team. She's 6 feet.
Here we see the starting five for the Gardiner Tigers tonight. We went so long in the pregame we didn't get that graphic up, but they're the kids that started. I want to thank Coach Prey for making that great graphic for us. Hope we can use it again Friday night. Gallagher, she's been hot. That one won't go, and no rebound to have, but it's stolen away. Emily Grady with a great play defensively. Emily is a good defender. Comes in, gives you quality minutes all the time. She's there now trying to take the charge. Won't do it. She'll get the rebound. So Emily comes in, and she's a factor right out. 1:21 left here in the first. Floated in and foul.
She's going to. Came in with a right hand off there. And,
Savannah Brown on the take.
Not a lot of fouls called for first half. Much less than I thought there would be.
Well, we got a three-person veteran officiating crew here tonight. They got this well in control, and these guys have worked a lot of three-man crews, so just like riding a bicycle for them, they've done a terrific job here. That rings in and out. Smith going to hold it back outside. About to hit the 1 minute mark here. On the take here is Mola. She's going to get it tipped away. It's loose.
That's a nice move right there by
spin around move.
Gabby Green.
Got away from, shook herself loose from Gruber's defense. Comes into Groover. Groover gets doubled. Back outside. Held there by Brown. Here she comes. Savary goes, and Savary gets slaughtered. She'll go to the line for 2. She's a good free throw shooter. Glad everybody could join us here, wherever you're watching from. Got over 100 people watching on Facebook. Probably similar numbers out in on our website and on Boxcast, and some of you watching on the big screen TV. And everything seems to be going right. Nobody having any problems with the tech tonight. Everything looks good. If you do have problems or something's probably on your end, your internet server, just refresh.
Savannah Brown comes out.
Takatsu comes in, probably for a defense, Gary. I think maybe right here.
Yeah, you're right.
Drillin, nice move. Gets it left side where it's held by Schmidt. Back over to Drillin. Anna's looking for some help. Gets it outside. No hurry here. Into the corner here to Green.
Tigers need to stop that three-point shot. You know the Bears are looking for that.
Tipped away.
Oh, wow. That was a great defensive
Nichols. Tough one. Can't drop it home. Almost stolen away by the Tigers again, but Drillin got it. Now numbers here for the Black Bears. Put up and home. That was a quick return that time, and Kate Moeller did the right thing. Shot it up when they had numbers. Tigers, they've hit some of these before. Going to pop from outside. Then good at the buzzer now for the Tigers. As they kicked that one over to the right side. They got it to Groover, and she hit a couple of threes, and Coach Magnuson can just shake her head at that one. There's nothing, there's no defense there.
Yeah.
On the fly. Lizzie let it fly, and congratulations to Lizzie. She's a new driver, and so I'll be hiding with the radar gun I got right there on Pope Street, which comes around that corner. Make sure she stops at the corner of Prey and Pope, okay? And then I'll have the radar gun right out in the driveway, Liz. So congratulations on that. So what an ending here for the Tigers, a 33-19 lead. We're going to let Dick Layton tally up. Dick's got a lot of work to do with a fantastic second quarter for the Tigers. We'll check in with Dick when we come back after these messages.
When I'm on the road speaking, I'm able to have sidebar conversations with everybody that wants to come talk to me. And I hear about their family and loved ones that are going through maybe cancer, maybe a critical illness, maybe something, being disabled from a job and not having the coverage that they need because their health care just didn't cover it.
I ask that you would allow one of our experienced representatives to come into your business so that we are able to educate you on the value of these very, very important products.
The Hutchinson Family Sports Foundation is proud to support Munson Media's production of live streaming high school sports. We recognize the hard work and dedication of Maine's high school student athletes, and we applaud Munson Media's pioneering live streaming efforts. The Hutchinson Family Sports Foundation. Quite a second quarter here for the Gardiner Tigers to see how that's played out, and the first quarter as well. Let's go down to our Dick Layton. Dick?
Okay, Rob, it was a very close first quarter. Maranacook had 11-10 lead. Gardiner whipped off 23 points in the second quarter, and Maranacook didn't score until about 2.5 minutes to go in the second quarter. They finished up with 8 for the quarter for their 19 points. We'll go to Maranacook first. We'll go to the foul trouble. Maddie Ballard has 2 fouls. Grace Dreyer a foul. Natalie Moeller a foul. Ella Schmidt a foul. Kate Moeller a foul. Kate Moeller did have 2 baskets for 4 points. Ella Schmidt a big 3. Gabby Green, the shooter out there, with 9 points for Maranacook. A big 3 for Grace Dreyer for their 19 points. They had 4 turnovers in the half. The other side of the ledger, Piper Lavoie came in to start that second quarter, and she got the ball rolling, Rob, with that first basket. So that was important for them. Cassidy Collins with 3, bunch of rebounds. Kylie Nichols, a big 3 from off the bench. 2 foul shots for Savannah Brown. McKenna Johnson had a 3 and a 2 for 5. Megan Gallagher, a couple of 3s and a 2 for 8. Even Lizzie Gruber come in with the 3s. 2 3s, a basket, 2 foul shots. She has 10 points, high scorer. Gardner did have 6 turnovers, a couple of travelings out there, but didn't hurt them any. Cassidy Collins has a foul. Megan Gallagher has a foul, so only 2 fouls for them. Nobody in any foul trouble at all. So we got a 33-19 point lead for Gardner at halftime, Rob.
Thank you, Dick. Well done, Dick. And Dick wants to send along thanks to the Moody family. Got him some scratch tickets, and that's all money that Jeannie says you can take to your poker game and lose as you always do, Dick. So
how do they know I play poker?
They aren't your friends, Dick. Okay, thank you, Dick. We're joined here by Nate Stubbett here at the half. Nate, we've got kind of a strange confluence of things going on here that normally don't happen in any athletic year. We're still playing basketball almost mid-March, and we're playing volleyball right now. On top of that, we got kids that are playing both. How's that working out?
That's a great question, Rob. We start our volleyball season this week. We played Messalonsky already. We were supposed to play Coney on Tuesday, but that got postponed due to voting here in the gym. And we have Lake Region here tomorrow, so it'll be our first home volleyball match tomorrow that I believe you are going to be broadcasting.
Yeah, we'll be doing both the JV and varsity. And that's due to the great contributions that we've had. The Gardiner All Sports Boosters have come in as a sponsor, and of course the donations that we've received has allowed us to do that in unified
Absolutely.
Basketball up at Halldale. So we've added that into our schedule. So there's lots of stuff going on, that's for sure. So
right, and I feel like I'd be remiss if I didn't thank you, Rob, for everything that you've done for the Gardiner community this fall and this winter. You have gone above and beyond bringing basketball games to our family members and our fans, and I just want to thank you from myself personally, from Gardiner Area High School and the rest of the Gardiner community. So thank you very much.
You're welcome, Nate. It's my community. These are my Tigers. The kids I'm broadcasting now, I had a lot of their parents as players and students, and certainly that's it's a joy for me to do this. Am I a little tired? Yeah, Gary and I, we're both 68 years old. So
right, you guys aren't spring chickens anymore, right?
No. So, but we're tickled to do it, and we've been, it's been a different year, difficult year. We're coming out of this, Nate. It's good to look down the road. I went out for a little walk today and came down the end of Pope Street and look at that field. That's it's unbelievable the work that those in-kind construction company folks have done for us right in the middle of winter.
Oh yeah,
and they've got that thing. Do they have a timetable when they think they're going to have it done?
So I was talking to the guys the other day down there on the construction site, and they are almost done with the earthwork, and now we're just going to wait for Dirigo Slipform to come in and do the curbing, which will probably take place as soon as the roads become unposted. And, we're moving. I believe we're ahead of schedule. We're doing a fantastic job. And I can't thank those four organizations, Manex, McGee Construction, Black Diamond Engineering, and EJP enough. We would certainly not be where we are right now if it weren't for them. They have been fantastic.
Yeah. And when you take a look at the people in those companies, there's so many local people, the great families, all families that I had as students up through the years, the McGees and all the wonderful people there that are giving back to their community in a way that is going to benefit generations and generations and generations of athletes here at Gardiner Area High School. It's going to be a showcase field.
Absolutely.
It's just going to be exciting.
And it's great to see something positive come out of this whole thing that we're in right now. It'll be fantastic to see them playing on it this fall.
We need to have, when we get that thing done, of course I'm full of ideas and I just spring them on people. And, I did this to, Chad Kempton for years. And before him, all my superiors, Art Warren and all those people said, Rob, you got a lot of good ideas. Why don't you come talk to me about it first before you spring it? But I'm going to spring it. We ought to have a block party down on that field, invite the whole community, get the sports boosters in, and just have a thank you.
Right, I believe we have something like that in the works.
See, look at that.
Fireworks. Everything.
Awesome. So. Yeah, is that why Chris was getting excited?
Yeah.
Because he's a
Chris and Evan both.
Yeah. Chris works for Steve Marson, who is another guy that, if something gets done in the community, usually Steve's got a hand in it too. So,
right.
Oh, that's fantastic. So, I think, the lid's going to blow off every place in America once, we get everybody vaccinated, everybody's safe, and they sound the all clear. Watch out. It's going to be an exciting time, that's for sure. So,
and we still don't have guidance from the MPA as far as spring sports are concerned. They have a meeting Friday with the governmental agencies to iron out their plan, and hopefully we'll have something early next week on what spring sports will look like here in Maine.
So let's get ahead of ourselves just a touch here. If the Tigers are able to hold that top seeding through this game, we'll be playing here on Friday.
Friday at 6:30.
At 6:30. So Munson Media will be here, and we'll also be over at Halldale. They have finalized that game time. We didn't have it when we had next games up, but next game at Halldale, it's going to be a 6 o'clock start on Friday. We'll have unified basketball, actually, from Halldale before that. Last thing before you go, because Gary and I were talking about this, 3-person officiating crew for this game. What was the thought there, Nate?
Well, I believe that's pretty much standard right now throughout the semifinals with the officials.
Nice.
Due to the lack of games and everything, getting officials more work, and I'm sure we'll see 3 officials here on Friday if we're here.
Yeah, Dave Turtle, one of the unsung heroes behind the snes, getting all these officials, huh? Dave,
it's been a lot of work.
Assigner.
Yeah, and Dave's done a great job too. It's been a lot of work for everybody involved, and everybody's doing fantastic. Rob, thank you again for everything you do.
You bet, Nate. Yep, we'll see you up here tomorrow for volleyball.
You bet.
Slam dunks. What do we call those? Kills,
Spikes.
aces, spikes.
You bet. We'll see you. Thanks,
Bye-bye.
Rob.
So we're back here. Second half. Gary's going to get the headset back on. Always great to talk to Nate. Dick with great halftime. Dick very busy downstairs here. Tigers were busy in that second quarter. Drove into traffic and lost. So the Black Bears came out with great intensity, Gary, in that first quarter, and they did great. So let's see if they can get back at it, and there you go.
Yeah.
Drillin comes in and knocks one home. So I expect high energy out of them.
This should be a very important 5 minutes for them here, the first 5 minutes of this quarter, and what direction they're going to go here.
So it looks like they want to do a little trap. They're in zone themselves. Looks like a 2-1-2 maybe zone. Tigers will look to break this down if they can. Collins outside. Collins weaves in traffic and throws it away, and the Black Bears get what they wanted. So Drillin. And is one of the senior leaders for Coach Magnuson. Starters in for both those teams. We'll get a second. We'll put the Gardiner starters up here again, Chris, if we can. There's a graphic that Coach Prey made for us. So you see the Gardiner starting 5. They're here in the second half to start this off as well. Comes inside. Green, what a beautiful move, but Lizzie, what a great recovery from the back.
Certainly was, and Lizzie left her feet there on that fake.
Well, it's nice. All the players can play because nobody's in foul trouble, as Dick told you. Gruber's out high. They come out on her. Now held right side. Savvy Brown looks over the case. Tigers a little stagnant right now in this offense. Now they go on a slash, put it up, and loose and tracked down by Johnson. She thought about it now in the corner. They'll come into Gruber. Gruber back outside. There's your three-point shooter, Johnson.
Oh, boy, you could see that coming when she cranked up from the...
Well, Lizzie Gruber is a terrific passer. She knows if she's got 3 Lilliputans on her that she should find one of her Lilliputans to shoot the 3, and that's what she did. Drilling outside. Dyer. Good energy off the Black Bear bench. Tigers matched up here. Gruber comes out. That was a good head and shoulder fake. Gruber goes up, and now we're going to get a foul call.
She did a good job faking Lizzie out on that play. She came across that baseline. And
yeah, you saw the Johnson 3 from downrange. About 12 nautical miles away on that one. Well, it's so frustrating, I have to think, Gary, for a defense to run around, play zone, ball goes inside, they collapse on the big, and the big kicks it out for a 3, and bang.
Yeah, well, tonight it's kind of a different attack here by the Tigers because they're doing it from the outside tonight. You know, shooting.
Gallagher brings it up. Tigers inside to Lizzie. She goes up, swoops, won't get it. Pretty good defense there that time by Brown.
Yeah.
Pushed her off her spot. They've got Smith ahead. Can they get it to her? They get it to Smith underneath. She goes up and puts it home.
That was a beautiful bounce pass.
12-point lead for the Tigers. Gallagher. Back to Johnson. Johnson to Gruber. Back in the corner. There's an open three for Brown. She's nailed it home.
I think 2.
A 2-point basket for Brown.
I think she was on the line, Rob. I don't.
Popped outside. There's Drilling 1 for 3. Well, the kids on both sides are shooting well here. We got a high score until here, Gary. 38-27. We've seen some low-scoring affairs. This one, they threw it inside. Tigers got a break. It comes to Collins. Now to Johnson. Tigers looking to break it down, see if they can get one outside. They do, and they get another swish by Brown. Downtown. Savvy Brown. Inside, outside. It's a nice look here across, and coming across is Smith with it. She got it inside. Green goes up. Gruber with a block of Rimmer. And now a foul going to be called on Gallagher. Take a look here. Tigers breaking this down, Gary. Gruber sucks everything inside, and now it's Savvy Brown time.
Yeah, no one underneath that basket either, so great selection by Savannah Brown.
I know we're not tracking shooting percentage, I don't think, but the Tigers' outside shooting has been dynamo. Almost tipped away, Piper Lavoie. Piper's a good defender. She's a harassment major in there.
And that was all Piper causing that throwaway.
Piper kind of playing the role of, there's a good steal there. That was beautiful anticipation there by Kubicki as she swooped in. Tigers were a little lax with the ball.
Yeah, Coach Gray's not happy.
Comes to Gruber. Gruber holds. Back outside. Lavoie. They want to get in the hands of Brown. She's been hot this quarter. Brown or Johnson for the outside shots have been killers.
She had Cassidy backdoor on that left side underneath the baseline. And that's what they've got to do when they bring Lizzie up there to the top of that post on the elbow, is look back door on that left side, because that cutter on that left side should be wide open.
12-point lead for the Tigers. Maranacook's playing well, but the Tigers are too, so it's hard to chip into that big lead that they had at the half, Gary, as both teams are playing well here offensively in the second half. That's up and high. Good rebound pulled down underneath by Ballard. Came back outside. Gabby Green gets cut off. Witten. Drilling. Tricky dribbles in the paint. And they're going to call a hold. Here, see it right here. That's the change of the pivot feet there for the travel. Good call by the officials. Ballard to inbound here. Comes in. Green's got it. She puts it up. Ballard muscles in, goes up, and foul call. Let's see who they get it on. 1-4.
Taylor.
Takatsu on the foul. So that's 4 fouls now on the Tigers. Takatsu's first.
Talked with Taylor before the game here tonight, and she informed me that she was named to the all-rookie KVAC team.
By Norna for the freshman?
Yeah. Congratulations, Taylor.
I think quite a few of the Tigers will be on that KVAC team. Huh?
Yeah, it's going to be pretty difficult to pick which ones, because they've all contributed a great deal here.
So here comes the pressure here by the Black Bears. Gruber's got it. She's looking for some help, so she says, I'll bring it up. She can beat you one-on-one off the dribble. She does. Puts it underneath. There's Collins on the line. So I think the Tigers going to take a timeout, down to a 10-point game here. So, Chris, why don't we run? Have we run donation 2 here yet, Chris? Why don't we run that one there? We'll thank all our wonderful folks. And I talked to our good friends at Capsa Pizza, Chad Partridge, and I said, this is the third time I've had to contact him. Gary say, Chad, we need some more. We need some more of the cards for the free pizzas, because now we're doing unified basketball at Halldale, and of course the volleyball here. I said, we're out. I said, do you want to cover those? He says, of course I do, absolutely. And we want to thank him. So I get counting up, as many games as we've done is as many pizzas as he's given away. So, since, we're in the 70s, right, so far, and, for the season, we're probably 100 plus, and he's donated that many pizzas to kids in this community. So that's great. And of course, all you folks that have
well, he's got a lot
donated,
of dough. You know that, Ron.
He's got a lot of dough. Yeah. And I think it's rising every day. Yeah, it's rising. We don't charge you extra for the vaudeville act here on Munzing Media. So we thank everybody that's on our donations list. The first donation list goes on for like a quarter and a half. Second one's a little quicker. Drilling. We'll see what the Black Bears do out of the timeout after turnover. If they can get back in single digits on this one with about 3:13 left.
Interesting. Right now, for the first time in the game, the Tigers got the three big girls in there. So let's see if that makes a difference, especially if Maranacook starts shooting.
So with the three bigs and Piper Lavoie, the outside bombardier in there. Of course, Groover can hit him from outside, but it's Johnson. That's a good step in. Yeah. Stolen away on the take here. Mahler. She goes in left-handed, rolls it up. No. And foul call. Got a little push from behind. So there you see what we got cooking. We got Lake Region at Gardiner JV and varsity volleyball. That's tomorrow. That's going to take place starting at 3:30 and 5 o'clock for the varsity. And then on Friday, we've got Carrabeck at Halldale. That's going to be the CD girls final. That's going to be a 6 o'clock start. And we have an if game. If the Tigers hold seed, they will host Lawrence at 6:30 here Friday. Lawrence would host if Maranacook is the winner in this game. Knocked away. Let's see which way it's going to stay for the Black Bears. So Tigers, crucial time in this game both ways.
Yeah, they need to settle down here a little bit.
Excuse me.
2 minutes left here in the third quarter.
Yeah, Maranacook, we told you they had another run at them. Gabby's going to go and travel.
Well, that was costly for the Bears right there because they had a lot of momentum going here.
Gallagher back in the game. Nichols back in the game, so they get some bombardiers in again. Nichols goes to work on drilling. Nice bounce pass ahead to Gallagher. Gallagher goes off the glass, puts it up. Won't go. Collins put it up, didn't get it down.
Cassidy Collins was wide open on this right side.
Drilling. Looks to kick it back out to restart the offense here with Witten. Out high, Moeller.
This is where the Tigers got to come out on their defense. They can't allow a free three-point shot out there. Free three-point shot.
End of the paint, almost got away. And now we got a foul call. So calling a lot tighter here in the second half, Gary.
Yeah.
Or the kids are reaching a little more. Probably it's a case of they're probably reaching a little bit more than they did in the first half because kids were playing pretty cleanly there. Savvy Brown back in here for the Tigs.
That's the sixth foul on the Tigers here.
No fouls on Maranacook.
Yeah.
Huge advantage for a team trying to get back in it. Drilling's going to pop it outside. She got all that.
Nice shot. Boy, you could see that coming from up here.
Gallagher ahead. Get it to Groover. Groover will take it over to Nichols. Back outside now. Gallagher goes. In the corner, Takatsu. Takatsu going to dribble out of trouble. Hand it back off to Nichols with 1:42 left. Here it comes into Groover.
Wide open on that right
side.
On the cut
is Takatsu up and won't
nice
fall.
Play. And that was a great cut right there. And that's what I was speaking about earlier. She also had Savannah Brown wide open in the right-hand corner there.
Yeah, because Lizzie sucks a lot of oxygen out of the D when she gets the ball. They swarm to her, and Tigers with some back cuts are going to be able to take advantage of that. You're going to see it right here. As it comes inside here, watch the cut. Takatsu goes right down the lane here, and they get it to her.
Yeah,
didn't get the finish, but she's got a couple of free throws, hit the first. So. I don't know what Coach Magnuson was on there. We were on a replay right there, but she was directing some things, maybe making sure the foul went to the right person. Don't know. Takatsu got both.
Good job by Taylor.
Minute and a half or so left here in the third.
Tigers want to put the defense right to them here and stop this little run that the Maranacook has come
come up with.
Yeah, Maranacook's playing well here. They're a
That's-
feisty club. They get it inside. Groove is there, and she causes a travel as K-Mola went up. And
That was strictly like, I'm not going to get it up over you, lady.
sometimes positional defense will cause the turnovers right side. Tigers have slowed down a little bit on the outside shots. Comes into Groover. Groover back outside. There's one launched. That's going to be off the iron and drops home. Megan Gallagher got the shooter's roll. That's what happens when you're a good shooter. You get that roll.
That's right.
Comes all the way over here to Smith. Smith got it tipped away. Second chance. Green's got it. She's in the paint, puts it up, rolls it off, and Groover the rebound with 36.
One shot.
Coach Gray says, okay, let's hold the phone here, kids, and we'll see what they do. They'll take their first best shot, I would imagine. Brown back over to Gallagher. Tigers got a way of making the final shot exciting here in a lot of the games that we've seen with some buzzer beaters, but they're being methodical here. They'll put it back outside to Katsu, and Tigers will get it tipped away. That was good defense here, tipped away, and here they come. This is Dyer with it. Gives it up and over and home. So that's going to run the period out here. So we'll have a 10-point Tiger lead after 3. So that's where we stand. We'll take a break. We'll take a look at the replay here.
Yes.
This is one of the outside bombs that the Tigers threw down in that third quarter. That's the shooter's roll for Gallagher.
Sure was.
Boy, the Tigers, we'll get how many three-point shots they've hit here tonight. Maybe Dick Layton can count that up. But we'll take a quick break and we'll come back. 8 more minutes of basketball here in the semifinals. You're watching high school sports on Muncie Media.
Junior Trojan Football and Cheering would like to thank Maine Athletic Fundraising for allowing us to build this beautiful facility. We raised $18,000 in our first year with Maine Athletic Fundraising, $28,000 last year, and we hope to top that again this year.
Feel like cooking dinner? Call Caps's Pizza in Farmingdale. You can make the whole family happy with our award-winning pizza, sandwiches made on fresh baked bread, delicious nachos, or salads made to order. And don't forget the whoopie pies. We pride ourselves on fast, friendly service and an overall experience that's better than you might expect from a pizza place. So order Caps's tonight. Pick it up, have it delivered, or enjoy our dining room. Give us a call at 582-0522 or enjoy the convenience of online ordering at capsuspizza.com.
Well, the Tigers have been getting it done from the outside. See the Gallagher 3. Bang, down, and in. 9 threes Dick Layton has counted up for us for the Gardiner Tigers.
In the first 3 quarters.
In 3 quarters.
Some of the best shooting we've seen definitely all year for the Tigers from the outside, but...
and that gives them only a 10-point lead because the Black Bears have stayed contesting everything in this, and they're playing very well too. This is a really well-played basketball game. That's going to go up and hit the wire, I think, so it'll turn over the Tigers. I think the first couple of minutes here, very important, Gary, for both these clubs right here. The Tigers would like a little spurt to extend and get it up to about 15 if they can. And the Black Bears, they'd like their own little spurt there to get it down into single digits, probably get it down to a couple of possessions if they can. So
yeah, you don't want any foolish turnovers.
Give and go. Up and in.
That's
well
the way
done.
to
What a
start,
pass from Brown. Got it to Kylie Nichols.
The coach has probably said a good percentage shot is what we want.
And right now, I think we'll stay right here. Coach Magnuson wants to go to school on that because she sees what the Tigers are doing there and may have been the strategy coming in and the little give and go there. So I think she wants to make sure that she defenses against that coming up here.
You can see what they're doing. They're bringing Izzy Gruber up to the top and dishing into her. She's usually got 2 people behind her, which is leaving both sides of the court open for somebody for a cutter. And they've been doing it here on this right side mostly.
Yeah, we just took a look at the end of it till the timeout because get something good up there. So Tigers down coaching. Coach Magnuson coaching. These are two of the better coaches in the state of Maine here with the X's and O's and the way they communicate to their teams, always in such a positive, enthusiastic manner, Gary. Two great coaches, two great basketball communities here. You see the boys, Maranacook, they've had a great season, and they're rolling into the finals. And
yeah, and if you look down there and see her entire team, they're paying attention to what she says. Their eyes aren't on the walls or any place else but what coach is saying. So that tells you something right there, the respect that their players have for her.
Well, if her players ever went back and watched any of the film on Karen Soroyce in her undergrad days as a Coney Ram and then later at UMaine Farmington, you'd know why they were listening to her. She was a great player. Better person, too, Gary. She's just a terrific role model for young women. So here's a bugaboo for the Tigers, Gary. That's the 7th foul.
Yeah.
So you would think Maranacook could want to take the ball to the hole here and see if they can draw some fouls and get some freebies while the clock is not ticking.
Well, I think you're right, Rob. I think that's exactly what they're going to try to do.
And that's exactly what they do. 2 when there's no ticks. Johnson got it to Cassie Collins, wasn't ready for it. She made a fantastic play. Looked like a field hockey goalie. Comes across here. Nichols going to hold it back outside.
There's really no hurry here.
Johnson.
Could take a little time off the clock if they want to.
Maybe work it outside, get an open 3, or maybe a backdoor cut.
A good percentage shot is...
So Collins takes a rare outside shot, doesn't get down. Here comes Drilling. She got Smith. Smith up and home. .6:22 left, 48-40. Single digits for the first time in a long time. To Groover, she holds outside. Groover draws 2. Where's the open player? Little bump, they let go. Johnson's going to launch that one. And doesn't go, but a good shot for Johnson. That's a good shot for her. Nothing wrong with that. And going to get Ann Ham. Grace Dyer with the finish and the Ham. So a potential 5-point run here.
Coach Gray wasn't happy with that.
Nobody got back on defense. So terrific opportunity here. There's no quitting these Black Bears, and we knew it.
Well, you knew this wasn't going to be a 20-point game either way for either team.
6-point lead. Get down to 5. That'll be the closest. You see it right there. This is the closest the Black Bears have been in a while. And here come the Tigers. What do they got up their sleeve? Here comes McKenna Johnson. McKenna goes, puts it up, gets fouled, took it right into the iron. That was a good job by McKenna. She's a good free throw shooter, too.
That's going to be on Gabby Green.
Nobody in foul trouble for the Black Bears. That's only their first foul of the second half, Gary.
Yeah.
Johnson hits the first one. Cool, calm, collected.
Yeah, foul shots are going to be very, very important here in this fourth quarter.
McKenna knocks them both down. Timeout called. I don't know who took it. I think the Tigers took the
Yes, I think
took
Coach
the timeout.
Gray did, yeah.
So set up the rest of our week for you. Tomorrow we're here for volleyball. 2 games. The voice of Gardiner volleyball, Evan Grady. Chris Wheeler. I'll take a back seat off the air, and I'll go over and run the production. Ruby Caldwell going to join us and work the camera for us as she joins our production team.
Evan played for UConn, and Chris played for BC.
In volleyball. And so the next day on Friday, we'll have potentially 3 games for you on Munson Media. We'll have doubleheader for sure from Halldale. We'll have unified basketball. That's going to go at 3:30. And then we'll follow that up with the championship CD girls game, as Carabec will be down to take on the Bulldogs. That's a 6 p.m. start from Halldale. If the Tigers hold seed for the final 5 minutes and 47 seconds of this one, we will be back here on Friday night, a 6:30 start here for the Tigers against Lawrence in the championship game. So that's how it pans out. I'm sure a lot of Lawrence folks are watching here tonight to see who they will play. Big possession here with 5.5 minutes left. Let's see how it plays out. Dyer gets it left side, back outside to Drilling. Going to be in the corner, pop there. Kate Moeller, won't go, and McKenna Johnson swoops in. So we'll see what the Tigers decide to do with a 7-point lead. Gallagher tipped away, and Brown lets it go out of bounds. So Tigers have the 3 sophomore sharpshooters in.
But is that what you're going to do, Rob? Would you let them fire away? Only if it's a good. I understand a good shot, but you really.
Well, I think you want to run some rotations, don't you? And run some ball.
Yeah, I think I'd try to get this clock down a couple minutes if I could.
Yeah, so you can try to limit some of the possessions. Gruber gets triple teamed. And, of course, the Black Bears got mucho fouls to give. 2 fouls on them for the half, so they've got a lot of fouls to give. Brown's going to dribble out of trouble, gets trapped. Gallagher came over to help out. Takatsu in the corner. To Gruber, triple teamed. Kick back inside, into Gruber. She goes on the swooping home.
That's a perfect set right there.
That was A+. Ran time, got rotations, got the defense tired, broke it down, got it inside.
And hit their main objective.
That's a well-run half-court offense. Drilling trying to make something happen. She made something happen and dropped it off and dropped down. That was Gabby Green with the pop. So we'll see. 4:14, Gary. You see how much time the Tigers use out of this. Comes to Gruber, tipped away, but Gallagher right there for it, dribbles back out of trouble for the Tigers to Gruber. She faces up, now back outside. Cassie Collins, so reverse the ball out high. Right side it counts. Gallagher's got it. Didn't know it was going to her. Tigers hold. Tipped, but in the corner. Tigers being patient. Savvy Brown. Comes into Gruber. Gruber got hit. Good foul.
Good job.
They got fouls to give. Let's give them credit here. You're going to see this beautiful breakdown. Watch a pass inside to Gruber, and she spins away from trouble there. Was that Takatsu again with the pass?
Yes.
I think it was Teal with another beautiful bounce pass. What touch she has on those bounce passes. Well, there's the 3 Gallagher. Normally, if this was the first quarter, unattested out there, she's going to fire that home. Looks for help. Into Gruber. Tigers cut. Collins out high. Looks like
excellent job.
Coach Magnuson calls for the foul because she's got to get her foul count up, Gary. So she put the verbal. Most coaches, Gary, I think, you know better than I, having coached, but they'll have a verbal call for what would be an intentional foul.
Right.
It's not what would be called by the officials intentional foul, but when they want a foul, they have a verbal call,
Signal
and probably
player.
they have a signal as well. So we're going to see it out here for the Tigers. I think this is a Takatsu pass inside. A no-look, fast pass inside, and Lizzie spun away, and as we like to say, spinorama.
The thing that Taylor does so well, she bounce passes that in, but she doesn't end the play after a pass. She continues on, follows the ball, and sometimes will end up tailing that rebound and putting 2 points up for herself. So it's really a complete, she's developed into such a complete high school basketball player this year.
Chris, did I put the CD brackets in the computer today? No, okay. Rob Kennedy and Andrew Morong doing a fantastic job for us. Here's one of the threes the Tigers took from outside.
Yeah. And that was
Johnson.
Yeah.
One of the Sophomore sharpshooters, as we call them. There's Savvy Brown. She's another one. Savvy downshifts. Had a lane, but didn't take it. Going to stay it outside with Gallagher. Gallagher goes, puts it up, and foul. Tigers get help.
Yeah.
Collins has got in, got a foul. Boy.
The foul's going to go on Kubicki.
So 3:06, 52-45, 7-point lead for the Tigers.
So the Tigers have burned 1 minute and 20 seconds off the clock on this side of the floor.
McKenna Johnson in. Comes to Lizzie. Lizzie goes up, can't get it. She's fighting for the rebound, can't get it.
That was a tough loss right there.
Drilling ahead to Kubicki. No. Big rebound. Cassidy Collins. The Mama Tiger comes in for the rebound. Here's a steal. Drilling's got it. She's all alone. Goes in, lays it up, and lays it home with 2:40 left. 52-47. Gruber comes up. She's going to hold. 5 fouls on the Black Bears. Tigers have been at 8 for a while. Gallagher.
Got to have some movement by the Tigers.
Good job by the Black Bears as they're digging in on the D.
They're not quitting.
No. And they've got a good plan they're executing here. We'll be naming the Capsa Pizza Player of the Game. We'll pick up those Capsa Pizzas certificates tomorrow. So last couple of times we've given out coaches awards, and but tonight we'll name a legitimate. We wanted to recognize some of the kids that do great at practice, Gary. So that was an idea we came up with for the Capsa Pizza for the last couple of games for all the teams that we cover. So we'll be back to highlighting one of the premier players. Going to be a tough choice either way, depending on what happens down the stretch run here. You would think if the Black Bears come back and win this, there's going to be somebody that's going to step up for them. And the Tigers, if they're able to get themselves a little more of a cushion here, you want to see who's going to do that for them. So Tigers took the time out.
Tigers going with the 2 guards in here.
Takatsu came back in the game during the timeout. There's a foul, a push. They have to call it. They tried to let it go, but obviously couldn't do that. Ella Smith got called on the push. That's the 6th foul, so the Tigers next one will shoot. So we'll see what the strategy is. Comes to Gruber. Gruber tipped away. Takatsu's got it. You'll see the Tigers see what their strategy is. There's a push somewhere. I think Lizzie got pushed down behind the play. That's what I'm guessing. We'll see who it goes up against. That's the 7th foul.
I think that was on Mola.
You send
Kate Mola.
So it's behind the play, and Gruber got pushed. So Tigers will go to Kubicki, I think, was called on the foul. So they're going to send. No, I'm sorry, it's not. It's Mola, Kate Mola. Lizzie, a good foul shooter.
Yeah.
She'll get a second one here. 2:08 here for the Bears. 54-47. They called the Ticky Q Tacky. So we'll be shooting any fouls right now.
You can see that play right here. We kind of had whipped back to her, but...
Yeah, she interfered a little bit. Grace Dyer's going to get a second. Been a well-officiated game. These guys have let the flow go. It's been a great flow to this game. I mean, 54-48. This is a really good scoring game. Kids are executing well. Comes to Takatsu. Takatsu is going to bring it up as there's nobody there. She wants to stay out of a trap zone. She does. Looks back, and she'll get the return pass. She's going to hold out there. If nobody comes to her, she'll get some seconds clocked off. Takatsu goes, skips it in the corner. Tigers are not looking to shoot. They're going to see if they can win it from the foul line.
Just spread that floor and get some motion going there.
That was a trap area right there that
Yeah.
Tigers escaped with Johnson in the corner, tipped away and knocked away. It's going to be... Ooh. We got a replay, Chris? Wait a minute. Let's see if there's a little time to do it. Don't go to the replay
This
yet,
might
Chris.
be important right here.
Yeah, stay live. Tigers inbound. They come out high. 1:29 left. We'll give you the time. I think we're pretty close on it right now anyway. 1:23. Tigers are holding. Bring it out of trouble. Ducked around is Savvy Brown. She's a good ball handler. Savvy tips it into Gruber. Lost it away. And a foul. It's going to go on Johnson. Yeah, that was the one we were looking at. See who it went off earlier. 5-point game. Chance to make it a single possession here. 1:10 left. Big foul shots. Ella Smith will get a second one here. Kubicki comes back in.
So the Tigers need to get ready here because Maranacook is going to jump on them full court and try to push them to the side. Cause a turnover.
Ball's loose. Collins with a big rebound for the Tigers to Gruber.
Don't go backwards.
Johnson with it. Gets it ahead. They break the timeline. Here's the trap and thrown into the backcourt. And backcourt violation for the Tigers. Coach Gray says, wasn't that tipped?
Certainly was.
Not sure. We're going to stay live. We don't want to miss any of the action. That's a jump ball. Who's the favor?
Gardiner.
Tigers. Big jump held ball situation for the Tigers. So 49.5, 54-49. Was it tipped? I couldn't see. I wasn't looking at it. The ball was tipped. Chris tells us. You saw it at home. Got more important things to do right now. Tigers got to execute. Bears got to get the ball. Johnson gets it to Gruber.
All right, Tigers need to spread the floor and get some movement.
That's a push from behind. How are they going to call it? They're just going to call it a regular foul. Sometimes they get a little antsy. Good job. Wasn't intentional, as you would see called intentional foul. So that's a good execution of the foul rule. This kid's money.
Yeah. A lot of pressure out there right now as a sophomore.
Yeah, these kids are, as Coach Gray told you in the interview, that great interview you did, these kids have played a lot of basketball.
Yeah, it's going to be really fun.
They're puppies in name only, Gary.
2 or 3 years watching this group of girls play basketball.
7-point lead for the Tigers. Tigers don't want to foul. They give up a basket. That's okay. Don't foul a three-point shooter, and they don't. That was well done. Takatsu, big rebound for the Tigers. Looks ahead, gets it back. Gets it to Johnson now. And there's the girl that just hit 2 free throws, and she's back at it.
Probably not the one I would foul, but...
Yeah, well, behinders can't be choosers when it comes to fouling sometimes. I just made that up, Gary. I like it.
Doesn't make sense to me.
The team that's behind.
Oh,
You can't choose who you're going to foul sometimes.
I didn't know what you meant by behind.
So Tigers get back. They got to make sure they don't foul. They're up by 8.
They still need to get some. Good job by Taylor getting her.
It's a good closeout.
Hands in her face.
Brownie's got it, and she's going to get fouled too, and she's a really good foul shooter.
That should almost wrap it up here for. Boy, what a game! We knew it was going to be
a
close.
good game. It really was a good game. Glad we could be here for you. And got a lot of people watching, Kevin. Got 236 folks watching on Facebook tonight. So we know we got a lot of neutral fans. We certainly welcome any of you first-time fans to Muncie Media. We always are looking for new patrons to watch us. Glad you've checked in with us. We're proud of the product that we put out there with the graphics and replays, and except for the 2 foolish old guys that do the play-by-play in color. Everything else is good. Natalie Moeller jumped right in. Savvy comes out. But Collins with the rebound, and that's going to do it for the Tigers.
What
a game this was here in the semifinal round, girls basketball. Great job, Mr. Officials. They did a great job handling this, and Black Bears a terrific job as well. No handshake. I bet there'd be some big hugs in the old days of these two clubs. Who have played a lot against each other. 58-49. We'll get Gary Verhill's final thoughts on this, and we'll go to break, and then we'll come back with Dick Clayton for the postgame.
I thought it went just exactly what I did. I think I mentioned in the pregame, Rob, that this would be within 10 points, this game. And we finished with 9, whoever won it. I thought the Tigers played a totally different game tonight from the outside. They were... I don't know how many threes and how many points they got from the outside, but they attacked from the outside tonight when you usually see the big three underneath scoring a lot of points. On the other hand, you got to give a lot of credit to the Maranacook team. They come in here well coached. You knew they would come in here ready to play basketball, and they did come in here. And, this is probably about it. It was the best team that Gardiner has played this year by far, especially offensively and defensively. And they kept it up for 3.5 quarters until there was a decision made here by the Tigers. So I think Friday night should be a good match between Lawrence. We don't know a lot about Lawrence, but because they didn't play in this area.
Well, we'll have to go and we'll do our homework. There's with some... Chad Smith has been doing some games up there, and Epic View, Mike Violet has been working some games up there, so we'll find some Lawrence tape to look at, so we'll be brushed up on them, and certainly we'll look forward to that one. That'll be a 6:30 tip-off here from Gardiner Area High School on Friday night. The CD girls game, that'll be a 6 o'clock tip-off. Rob Kennedy, Andrew Morong will be there. Chris will head up to do the work up there, and the other part of the crew will be right down here doing this game. So we'll have 2 games on Friday night concurrently. So we're going to step away. You saw the donations going. We thank everybody for that. Thank Mike Gray for his interview pregame. That was a nice touch. Nate Stubbett for coming on with us. Dick is continuing his tally downstairs. So you get the Gary and Rob show one more time in basketball this year. But we'll take a break now, and we'll come back. We'll have the final post-game stats, and the Capsa Pizza will play the game. We'll come back after this.
Feel like cooking dinner? Call Capsa's Pizza in Farmingdale. You can make the whole family happy with our award-winning pizza, sandwiches made on fresh baked bread, delicious nachos, or salads made to order. And don't forget the whoopie pies. We pride ourselves on fast, friendly service and an overall experience that's better than you might expect from a pizza place. So order Capsa's tonight. Pick it up, have it delivered, or enjoy our dining room. Give us a call at 582-0522 or enjoy the convenience of online ordering at capsaspizza.com.
The Hutchinson Family Sports Foundation is proud to support Munson Media's production of live streaming high school sports. We recognize the hard work and dedication of Maine's high school student athletes, and we applaud Munson Media's pioneering live streaming efforts. The Hutchinson Family Sports Foundation. We're back here at the John A. Bergoli Memorial Gymnasium as Munson Media has brought you this semifinal girls game here in the AB bracket here for Franklin, Kennebec, and Somerset communities. And we want to go downstairs to our Dick Clayton for the final post-game stats. Richard.
Okay, Rob. Maranacook made a great game, but they ended up with 49 points, but it was in doubt at the last couple of minutes. They got it down to 5, but free throws did it for Gardiner, and they won the game 58-49.
Dick, move that mic just a little closer to yourself, please. Thank you.
I had it all bunched up there, but it fell down. Look, is that better?
Yes, Dick.
Okay. We'll go to Maranacook first. Gabby Green played a heck of a game out there. She had put a good face on Lizzie, and but she found out of the game. She did end up with 15 points, and I had her for a bunch of rebounds too. Grace Dreyer came on in that second half, and she ended up with 10. 7 for Anna Drillin, made a big basket at the end. Natalie Moeller with 3. 8 for Ella Schmidt off the bench. 2 for Kaylee Kubicki and 4 for Kate Moeller. They had 9 turnovers in the game. Conversely, Gardiner won the game, but they had 15 turnovers. There were a bunch of travels out there and turnovers, and so they ended up with 15 turnovers. Nobody fouled out for Gardiner. A couple of players had 2 fouls apiece. Cassidy Collins, Carly Nichols, Taylor Takatsu, Megan Gallagher with 2. Piper LeBoy got a big basket in the third period. Cassidy Collins ended up with 6 with some great rebounds out there. 3 for Kylie Nichols, a good 3. 2 foul shots for Taylor Takatsu, who comes in for defense a lot. Savannah Brown with 8. McKenna Johnson, our player of the game, with 13. 11 for Megan Gallagher. They bunched off on the 3s. Lizzie Gruber came on 10 at the first half. Only 4 crucial points in the second, third, fourth period of 14. So they ended up 58-49. Gardiner will go into the finals with a 12-2 record. I'm not sure what Maranacook is, but they'll bow out. A great team out there. Gardiner will play Lawrence on Friday night.
Thank you, Dick. And as Dick told you, our player of the game for the Capsa Pizza Award is going to be, no surprise, it's going to be McKenna Johnson, as Dick told you. And just want to make sure Chris was able to get that up. She hit those 3s early and often, and then down the stretch, she hit some crucial free throws as well. So could have gone to any number of young ladies. A good team win for the Gardiner Tigers. They certainly shot well from the outside tonight, and that was the difference. And they are a tough opponent to beat here at John A. Begoli Memorial Gymnasium because they shoot the ball so well from here at Gardiner. So we should be looking forward to a great game between 2 great rivals. The Lawrence Bulldogs and the Gardiner Tigers have been playing basketball for a lot of years. And since the very first year of women's basketball in the state of Maine, which I believe was the 1975 season, 74-75 season, is when the girls started playing for the gold ball, and the Tigers and Bulldogs have been getting after it since then. And we'll have it for you. We're excited to be here again on Friday night. But don't forget what we got cooking tomorrow. You'll see Lizzie Gruber in action in volleyball, as well as Emily Grady from the basketball team. And so they're doing double duties. Quite a week for that duo there as they're playing basketball and they are playing volleyball. And congratulations to Lizzie as she got her driver's license today. And, of course, her grandfather over in England watches all the games. And we want to wish him a happy birthday yesterday, I believe it was. So to all our fans out there, lots of nice compliments coming in. We're just so happy to be here. And Gary, anything that keeps Gary up past 8 o'clock is really, really positive this time of year. So it's really kind of a good thing. Gary and I got our shots. We're all set to go. So
I got to get out of town if Lizzie's got her license.
Yeah.
She's getting ready to leave the gym, so I got to get on my way.
Yeah, so we don't want to leave because this is great stuff. And certainly we thank all our fans for watching and all the donations that we have received. And a couple more days of busy time, and then we'll get to have a little break there and look forward to the spring season. But until then, for all of us here at Munzing Media, good night, everybody.